Good morning. Here's another week to get off to an absolutely fantastic start. And today I wanted to talk about growth because a lot of talk in social media and various other places about growth and how you might do it and what you need, etc. There's something really special about growth, and growth grows on itself. As you grow more. That's because you're doing things that align with everything about your business. So we break that right back down. It means that you need to be aligned with what your business is about in order for the business to grow. Now, that's all very well because you've got a whole bunch of things going on inside your business. How do we make sure everything's aligned? Just look at it, check it. Is your marketing telling the story that is the story that you want told? Is your advertising doing the same thing? Is it appealing to the right person? Is the story that it's telling the one that is going to encourage somebody to come and buy your product or service? There are various other things that are happening in your business that you need to have those in alignment in order for your business to grow. Is the admin keeping up with the sales? Is the sales keeping up with the supply? Etc., etc. It goes on. There's a whole bunch of other things. So I took some time just in these last few days to check out the engagement on the messages that I've been putting out. And if anyone's watching this that watches regularly, you know that I talk about all sorts of things that happen in business. But there were a few messages that got far more engagement than all the rest. And that engagement was up to 12 times the engagement on all the other little things that happen. One of the most important was SWOT, understanding what your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats are. The difficulty with not understanding what your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats are is you might feel just a little bit put upon. You might not be as confident as you could be. If you understand your strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats, you can be confident about what you're doing. You can be confident to step out into the marketplace and do business with the people who want to do business with you. So understanding that is really, really important. The other things were correct pricing, being busy rather than productive, and growth itself. Those four items stood out head and shoulders above everything else. Now, in order to achieve growth, those three things are important to have. You need to have those three things so that achieving growth becomes easy. Through the years, I've spoken to many people who are starting a business or who have been running a business for a period of time, and frequently they tell me that they're going to run this business for X period of time, and then they're going to start growing. Now, the wonderful thing about growth is that you need to have certain things in place to make sure that it's easy to achieve. The most important thing is to make sure that everything is aligned. The most important thing to have aligned is your view of your business and your customer's view of your business. If there's a disconnect in those two, it doesn't matter what message you're sending out. It doesn't matter how often you're sending the message. It doesn't matter where you're sending the message, because your customer is not going to see it. The most important thing that you can do is understand your business from the point of view of your customer. Understanding it from the point of view of your customer means that you now know who your ideal customer is. And it's a story for another time, but your ideal customer is not defined by demographic information, notwithstanding that demographic information might provide some benefit. there is a different definition for your ideal customer. The thing about getting them aligned is that you know what to say. Because you know what to say, you also know where to put the information. Because if you're aligned, you know where your ideal customer hangs out. You know where to present that information. You know how to present that information. You know what information to actually present. Understanding your business from the very basics right through everything you do is what it takes to get growth happening the way you want growth and at the speed that you want it. That understanding requires a lot of research. Ideally, you've done that research before you started, but now is the second best time to be doing that research. Right now, getting really clear on who it is that your ideal customer is, how you present the information, and where you present it. You'll see that growth happens really, really quickly when you get those things happening. Go and have a great